What's up, everyone? My name is Denzel Mensa, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel, where you'll find a plethora of different videos on topics such as spirituality, MBTI, and a bunch of the concepts and theories that I decide to ponder on and then put into my spontaneous speaking video. What's up, everyone? I'm here with my roommate Brandon, who's also the genius behind my intro video to my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to have the opportunity to just brag on this guy real quick through an interview. He's doing amazing things out here, and I just really wanted to give him the opportunity to just say what his vision was. So I think the first thing that I'm going to have to ask you is, how exactly did you decide to become what you are today?
Well, my whole life, I just had a passion for telling stories and just getting what's inside my brain out to the world so they can see it for themselves. I grew up starting out writing stories, writing little comic books. I would take little pieces of paper, staple them together, draw pictures. I always just loved the art of storytelling. So around the seventh grade, I always wanted to go into filmmaking because to me that was the top. That's pretty much the top of the mountain of climbing up the wall of, I guess, creative arts. Okay. Because it's probably one of the most ultimate visual arts, one of the most challenging visual arts out there. So, and that's always really what I wanted to do because I love telling stories. I came to Liberty University. I was applied and accepted into the cinematic arts program. But after getting a taste of how the filmmaking industry works, I kind of just thought, I don't know if I really want to make that into a career because I love filmmaking. I love it. It's a passion of mine, and I don't want to ruin it by turning it into something that's just going to just take so much out of me. Right now, I consider myself a freelance videographer. I just graduated with my bachelor's degree in Liberty University in digital media video. I do freelance videography on the side of my main job, and it's really something where I can use my skills and my passions, but use it more independently, kind of on my own terms. And do it. It's a lot easier to market myself than just by doing something under like the film industry. So that's kind of just how I got to where I'm at today.
Nice. Okay, so you mentioned how before you were going for filmmaking and now you're doing videography. What exactly is the difference between filmmaking and videography for those who don't know, including myself?
That's a good question, and everybody kind of defines things differently. Really, videography I would classify more as just the art of visual movement on the screen. Filmmaking, I would say, falls under kind of that visual art of videography, but filmmaking is a specific form that tells stories through like the art of movies and cinema. You could also make a documentary filmmaking. There's documentary filmmaking too. The reason I call myself a videographer as opposed to a filmmaker is because most of the work I do right now is based mainly in helping people promote their businesses. It's making videos, advertisements, tutorials. I've done tutorials for the library at Liberty University. Yeah, it's not so much. I do short films on the side, but that's not really what brings in the profits I make from the skills I've built up in the past. Right now, I'm mainly investing in the video business because it's a lot more independent that you can do. So a lot more possibilities and potential out there.
Okay, that's really interesting. So you would say that videography has to do a little bit less with storytelling, or actually it's still storytelling, but now it's telling somebody else's story instead of the story that you preferably would want to? Or...
In a way, yes. Really, any visual art, you're always telling a story no matter what. So it's just a different kind of story. With filmmaking, it's telling an actual narrative story of a characters in a situation, in a fictional situation, as opposed to telling the story of a business or telling a story of something that's going to draw somebody towards their product or what they're trying to sell.
Got you. Okay, so you also mentioned how you do videos for the library, the Jerry Falwell Library at our school. And that actually reminds me of one of the videos that I came across on your YouTube channel, which I absolutely love, Infectious Films. And the video was titled Campus Metropolis.
Yep.
This was a tour of Liberty University, the school that we both attend, and it was just beautifully done. Like, how long was it? Like 15 minutes?
11 minutes, roughly.
11 minutes, and I totally watched through the whole thing as if like I didn't even go to the school, and I was just, it was just beautiful, and I wanted to know like how exactly like you went about that process.
Well, it was my senior project for my final senior year, final semester here at Liberty University. So this was kind of my last kind of project to really show everything I've learned about Liberty University. When I decided to do Campus Metropolis, I didn't want to just do it something to expose my work. I wanted it to be kind of like my gift and my thank you to Liberty University itself, because Liberty University has truly changed me, and I am so proud of the university and what it's becoming, what it's helped in the world, and how it's really trying to train champions for Christ. And they're really going all out to make it an authentic experience for students. And I feel like I was part of that authentic experience. So really, when I did this project, my mindset at the time was I want to show people the kind of experience I get and to hope to attract them so they can share in that experience as well.
Oh wow, that's awesome, man! You're doing a great job out here. So, for people who are supposed to like hire you and everything, what exactly would you be doing for them? And how exactly would they go about that process? Like, how could they contact you? What would the prices be? Especially for those like in other countries, like how far would your business be reaching out? And what exactly would you want to do in the future? Like, what exactly is your vision altogether?
Oh, that's a pretty big question.
Loaded question.
Well, in terms of what kind of video products I could do, it's literally whatever anybody wants to do. Some things I can say I'm not as qualified for. Weddings are a huge business out in the videos. I've still trying to break into the wedding industry because those are a very unique process compared to other videos that you do. Like I said, I've done tutorials for the Jerry Fall Library. I've done advertisements for several agencies that have been turned into commercials that have been shown across the U.S. So that right there is already, I'm off to a good start to where I want to go. But as far as getting a hold of me and contacting me to get a video made, go to my website, infectiousproductions.net. You can find contact information right there. I have a business card. I remember we were going to have a business card here, but I don't know where it went. But I'm sure we can post the information at the end of this video. I have plenty of ways you can contact me.
Yeah, I'll put it all in the description.
Yeah, when it comes to pricing, it's really something, depends on the video that they're doing. Depends how far they want the video to go, whether it's like they just want to put it on the internet or if they want to put it on like a commercial. Those are two huge differences in audience size right there. So I would charge according to that. But yeah, that's something I would really like to sit down and talk to the person about, just to find out what they're creating, how much effort it's going to require of me. Traveling expenses is something I do include in the expense as well. So in the past, clients have paid for my travel out into places. So, but yeah, I've recently upgraded a lot of my equipment. The camera this is shooting on right now is a 4K camera, which is an industry standard. It's I've just upgraded a lot of equipment lately in the past few years. Just lighting kit. I have this audio recorder I'm using, and I'm still upgrading as I go forward. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's obvious that you're taking your business very seriously.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really praying for you, man, because
Thanks.
I really see like the passion that you have and everything. And so I think my last question would be, well, actually I have two last questions. The second to last question would be, where exactly have you already traveled to? And then my final question would be, do you have anything else that you would like to give to the rest of the audience, or anything else that you would like to mention?
Well, as far as I've traveled, Florida. I got a trip to Florida last year. Got to shoot down in Tampa area. So that was one really great example of, and really that's what I want to do. Like you also, I don't think I really answered the question before. What do I want to do in the end?
Right.
In the end, I want to film content and I want to travel. Those are two huge things right there.
And as in outside of the country as well.
Oh yeah, very much. Yeah.
Awesome.
Travel around the world. So this business is a great way to actually do that.
Those of you who are subscribed to me from Africa, Australia, wherever you're at, he's here. He's willing to come out and see you.
Oh yeah, I would totally love to travel to any country in the world. So yeah, bring me over. The other question you asked was, what do I want to say to the audience?
Yeah, like any last words or any things that you feel like they should know about you, or they should know about your vision, or about your that we have failed to mention here so far.
Yeah. As a part of the media industry, I've always wanted to just kind of inform people. The media has a lot of control over the world as we see it today. And that's just because it's a power. Being able to create good media is a power, and it's a power that can be abused. And throughout history, we've seen that power can be abused a lot. The media will try to say a lot of different things to you, a lot of different things that would, you know, make you think differently. It's very popular in politics. Really, the point I'm trying to get to is try to approach anything you see from the media with an open mind, because you never know really what the person creating this media is trying to say to you. You're really getting an opinion. You're not getting your own perspective. And you got to recognize that it's not your perspective of the news. You see something in the news, you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. Try and see the facts and what's going on, and don't try to immediately assume everything that the media is trying to tell you is 100% true, because people up there that are high in that industry, they know what they're doing, and they know how to really control the way you think. And I recognize that, and I really hope that I can show people that that's not something that you should fall for, and you should be very aware and very just prepared to look deeper.
Nice. Beautifully said, man. So yeah, I'm going to be posting all of the information that you'll be able to reach him at in the description. And be sure, for any of you who are looking for a freelance videographer, to check out my boy Brandon Kamin, and check out his YouTube channel, which will also be in the description, his Campus Metropolis video, and any other feature videos that are going to be posted on my site as well. You're going to be helping me out with some of my videos, right?
Yeah.
And so you'll be seeing a lot more of Brandon, and just be sure to book him, man. Book him. For watching.